comforts of private. The all-new Infiniti QX80.
Grandpa earned it for my family.
Mom earned it for me.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You don't just give an extra hand. You give your whole heart, because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Boring.
Certain you're on view?
Yeah.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Experience certainty with 4imprint. High quality promotional products, expert service, and on-time delivery. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Rinse it up.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the things that just will never come out. Every now and then I rinse it out.
Fight's over in just one wash. Winter hits hard, but we hit right back with coverage as relentless as the condition.
We got ourselves quite a sleet storm here.
It's a cold, hard fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
Certainly going to be one for the record books.
It's why America doesn't trust winter coverage to anyone else.
You're watching the Weather Channel right now. A dangerous evening unfolding right now, expected to last well into the overnight and pick back up again tomorrow. And in fact, maybe not even stop. In fact, I'm meteorologist Chris Warren, I'm meteorologist Jackie Jarris. St. Louis and many areas under the threat for tornadoes, possibly strong, long-lived tornadoes.
Yeah, let's start out showing you where all the watches are in effect. I mean, this stretches hundreds of miles from Louisiana all the way on up in parts of Iowa and into Illinois. Can't quite read the top, Heather. What does it say? How many miles? You got it? Oh, there we go. 769 miles. Okay, so just shy of 1,000 miles is what we're going to be dealing with. These all go through the overnight hours into tonight. So this is going to be a multi-day severe weather event. This has already been producing tornadoes that have been causing damage. We're particularly concerned right now, Chris, about the St. Louis metro area.
And we've been watching the lightning off in the distance. You can see the skyline right here. This is looking to the west, and there's some more lightning. The storms are moving in this direction. So, Jackie, we'll watch as the rain eventually overtakes the buildings here, and there's that tornado threat.
Ooh, look at the lightning. Yeah, just forking all across the sky. So want to get to the warnings. It does include St. Louis right now, and there are actually two cells that I'm concerned about for you for St. Louis. We have this one that we had ground truth on a little bit earlier that's just about to hit St. Charles, but this is the one now. Yes,
curled up there.
That's catching my attention, but believe it or not, this is still a radar indicated tornado. But I want to show you a couple of things that I noticed while we were in the commercial break. First of all, we're starting to get that little donut hole appearance in that. So that indicates that, you know, this is likely the area where that rising motion is happening. Tornadoes are updrafts that are spinning, and so that's likely what's happening here. And then we're getting some debris perhaps or rain that's wrapping around it. Here's the town of Arnold. That's where we're seeing the red and the green coming together, indicating some of that strong rotation. And Chris, I want to go ahead and circle that real quick, because I know you know what I'm doing here.
You're ready to match it up.
Want to match it up and see if we have a debris signature.
Maybe, right? Well, maybe. It's hard because that's also, there's an absence of precipitation as well.
Right. So I would say it's inconclusive, but I wouldn't rule it out. I would absolutely treat this like it is a tornado in progress that is heading towards Arnold, that's about to cross Interstate 55 right now, and then work its way gradually up right into St. Louis, maybe just south side of St. Louis. So let's time it out.
Yeah, and you can see some of the locations where we are. Here's Interstate 55. And it's imminent here in Arnold, just a matter of time. You need to be in your safe location right now. Again, it's dark. There's no need to try to go out and look for it. You just wait until the warning expires, and then continuing all the way down, leading up until 10 o'clock, close to 10 o'clock to Centerville.
Right, so these are suburbs of St. Louis and working in on the east side of town as well. And even if the rotation perhaps skirts south of the city, I don't think you're going to escape the winds. And look at the bright reflectivity that we have with it too.
So this large hail is a possibility with these storms. We've seen reports of large hail, tennis ball size hail, and frequent quarter size hail.
Wow.
So this is damaging hail, the severe category type hail. But this is where we've seen some of these stronger, stronger updrafts producing some of the larger hail. And there you go, getting close to that tennis ball, so getting up higher than a golf ball size hail.
Yeah, this ping pong ball size here, just to the south of Interstate 44. That's what's all heading into St. Louis. So you need to be preparing and getting ready. Make sure you grab your pets. Don't forget about them. Bring them to the basement with you. If you don't have a basement, you want the lowest level of the building that you're in, away from doors and windows. If you're maybe in an apartment building or a condo building as opposed to a home, a lot of times underneath the stairwell can be a safe place. You don't want to be in the big open lobby that maybe has, you know, the sliding glass doors. Those would be bad places to be. Basement is best.
Here's all the lightnings. Let's go ahead and let's take a look, if we could, Jackie, back at the camera here, and there it is. This is St. Louis. Again, we're watching these storms, tornado-warned storms here in St. Louis, heading in the direction of the camera, heading right at the arch, and then across the river, and then heading this way.
All right, good to see there were folks that were actually out here just about 5 minutes ago, not even. So it's good to see that they got the warning, or at least saw the lightning. And that was
they got Mother Nature's message, time to bail, right?
Exactly. So certainly, you know, even without warnings, lightning is dangerous and can be deadly. So you always want to go inside whenever you see that lightning. So let's go back to the radar and get the latest with what's happening with some of these warnings. We do have an observed tag on this one now, Madison, St. Clair, and the city of St. Louis. So that is an observed tornado for the city of St. Louis. It's likely that hook that we were just looking at that we thought maybe we're seeing the debris signature. So let's get a closer look at that. The town of Arnold, this is moving in on top of you right now.
Especially the south side of town. That does not look good at all.
Arnold, you need to be in your tornado safe place. Stay there. This is a fast-moving storm. You probably have less time than what you would normally expect under this type of a situation because these are moving at highway speed. They're moving around 55 to 60 miles per hour, so it doesn't buy you a lot of time when storms are moving that quickly. This is a very strong-looking hook, a very dangerous situation. It's just about on top of Interstate 55 right now, maybe affecting 255 before it works its way right into St. Louis or just south of town. Even if the hook stays to the south of St. Louis is still going to get hammered with damaging winds and likely some of that large hail.
In line here, Columbia, Centerville, Belleville, Collinsville, Jarvis, all in line, all within this active tornado warning. And it just goes right up into the next one. It's going to be frequent lightning, heavy rain, strong gusty winds no matter what. But a couple areas within this overall mess, tornado-warned storms.
So let's take a look at what's going on with this north one real quick, Heather, if we can, because I'm still seeing a little bit of a hook on that. We still have a warning on this one that does affect St. Charles right now. This earlier had a confirmed tornado when it was down here towards Wildwood. And there you can see now that hook is up right on top of St. Charles, heading towards the Alton area. We also very likely have some large hail in that. We can see the observed tag. So it sounds like at least we know earlier we had an observed tornado, but it looks like we may still have one ongoing right there. Looks like it's probably just south of St. Charles, though. What do you think?
There's
one there, and then there's maybe one there.
It's a little tough because on the reflectivity, it didn't look real obvious. It kind of looked like it was kind of petering out a little bit. But that's just the rain associated. It doesn't actually show us what the winds are doing.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more impressed with the last scans as that moved into Maryland Heights. See how that was going there and then working its way in. This latest scan looks like we've got to jump way up here.
Right, so what's happening, the radar is over here. So these are the winds in red and orange that are going away from the radar. They're strong winds. So you've got the winds coming in this direction, so toward the radar. So you can infer that there is this spin right in here, and oftentimes what will happen is that the rising air is coming up into the storm, and then as the air comes down with the rain, it can surge out, and that's where you can get the spin up. The intersection of that action right there, you can get the spin up, so you get those bright colors, that tight rotation as these storms are moving through.
All right, Blackjack, Alton, as well as Wood River, get to that tornado safe place right now. We are going to continue to track these severe storms moving through the St. Louis metro area.
Any questions? How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Weren't you in the Hall of Fame? And didn't you live in space?
What's in your water?
This is the story of the one. The one knows the unexpected can put everything on the line. But with a teammate like Granger, she's confident that she will always win the day. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
If you have advanced prostate cancer, you know all about perseverance. You believed in your team, even when it hurt. You met the challenge piece by piece. You didn't quit then. Don't start now. If you've had hormonal and chemotherapy, ask your doctor about Pluvicto, a different type of treatment for PSMA-positive metastatic prostate cancer that targets PSMA-positive cancer cells, so you can be you for longer. And that's no small victory. Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, and constipation. Here's to never giving up. Ask your doctor about Pluvicto for more everyday victories.
Marshall's buyers have a very particular set of skills. They can hunt down the latest trends.
Double denim is back. So chic.
And take quality very, very seriously. They're highly trained deal-making professionals who travel far and wide to hustle the best of the best for you. We get the deals. You get the good stuff. Marshalls.
Magic mirror on the wall.
I want to be the fairest of them all.
A lovely maiden I now behold. Snow White is more fair than thee.
Tell me, Snow White.
Can I help you?
Who is the fairest one of all?
Disney Snow White, rated PG, in theaters March 21st. Hit tickets now.
Sometimes sweat just hits you out of nowhere.
Oh, yes, it does.
But Secret Whole Body Dry Peel Deodorant absorbs all that delightful sudden sweat everywhere.
Everywhere, everywhere?
Oh yeah, it's aluminum free and keeps you 72-hour fresh. Even my OB recommends it.
Amazing, because all this random sweat is making me smell like a teenage boy. That's not us anymore.
With Secret, we don't have to give a sweat.
What is this stuff on prom night?
I know, right?
Hey, what is that? I have no idea.
Secret, no sweat.
Come on. You should go to T-Mobile and they'll give you a brand new iPhone 16 on them.
Go to T-Mobile and get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us on our most popular plans. Plus, get up to $800 when you switch.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check that it's not going into overtime before you storm the court. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
The noise can be deafening, but not here.
Hey, this is America's Morning Headquarters.
It's just cool that we're talking snow,
Isn't it?
I think it's great.
There's all sorts of things that are happening in the atmosphere.
Avoid the noise and take in the fresh air.
It has started.
America's Morning Headquarters, every morning on the Weather Channel.
Welcome back to our continuing special coverage tonight on the severe weather outbreak that's underway. St. Louis is right now under a tornado warning, and the tornado has been observed.
And you can see right now how quickly the conditions have changed from dry to this. Stormy conditions, can observe tornado warnings here in the St. Louis area. With it, frequent lightning, just another sign, another testament to just how strong these storms are and how intense they are. When you get all that vertical motion, the air rising from the relatively warm and moist surface going up. You see the flags flying around here in St. Louis, and and look at that, just
It's
whipping
just
around.
electric, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much lightning associated with these storms. Very heavy rain. You know, it's nighttime as well as heavy downpours. All of this obscuring the skyline, right? So you may very well not be able to see the tornado. So we want you tonight to just trust the warnings and get to your tornado safe place. There already has been damage in the state of Missouri. We're continuing to follow the information on that. No reports of injuries as of this time. Hopefully we'll stay that way tonight and you'll be getting to your safe place whenever these warnings are issued. You know, Chris, we have one more shot here of St. Louis that I just kind of wanted to take a little peek at right now. And this kind of gives you that broader view with all that lightning.
The other camera is in there, right? Is in the city here. And the arch starting to be a little bit obscured, getting a little fuzzy. That would be the rain. Making it so the visibility is going down a bit there, a little fuzzy look to the buildings. That is some very heavy rain. And with the wind, that is where even being undercover, you're not necessarily going to stay dry because the wind is bringing the rain in.
So this is the worst of it unfolding right now for you in St. Louis. We've got two different tornado warnings that are in effect, both of which have observed or confirmed tornadoes on them. The first one I want to tell you about is the one that's moving across the south side of town right now. The confirmation was over here when it was in Arnold, but you can see that strong hook signature there, Chris, and we kind of see that little inflow notch as well.
Right, that little kink right here. So you have all of this mess, all of the hail and the rain that's in there, but then you have this light rain, and the reason for that, the air, if you're over here and you're hanging out, it's possible you're going to feel the winds going this way, going into the storm, and the air's rising right there. That's why you don't have heavy rain, because air's going up. Hard for the rain to come down where the air is going up, and so that's what we're seeing right there.
So there you can see the tightest circulation looks like it's over LeMay right now. This is heading north and east, so this is going to be tracking all along the south side of St. Louis. Let's go ahead and put the tracker on there so we can get some more towns. I'm not seeing a debris signature right now, so that's a little bit of good news. Hopefully that means that it's not on the ground at the moment, but I think we need to assume that at least it was and could do that at any given time with a signature like that. It does look maybe even a little bit broader all in this area. That looks concerning.
And it does look like you're getting a little bit of a surge in the wind as well, which will happen if you're just like hanging out on the back porch or whatever. It's a calm night, kind of humid feeling. And then the trees start to rustle a little bit, the wind chimes start going. What'll happen there, that can be with the rain coming down, air comes out of the storm and comes out ahead of it and gives you a little bit of warning that something's on the way.
So you're probably getting that in a place like Belleville right now, as well as over towards Smithton, but back here those winds are cranking and likely to be damaging, so those are going to be ripping through here. And St. Louis itself too, by the way, you're likely to be getting in on some of that hail. Let's go to the hail parameters real quick, Heather, and show folks with this one. Yeah, so there you can see the hail and the direction that that's going, so that will likely be moving right across town too.
So larger than an inch hail is being estimated right now on the radar. If you have a vehicle outside, that could put some little pings and dings in your hood or on the roof.
Yeah, and look at all the pink all within there, so likely seen a lot of that. Let's get an update. Looks like we've got the flash, which means we've got an update on that tornado warning that's on the north side of St. Louis. Now this is the one that was showing the debris signature earlier when it was back over towards St. Charles, and now moving through the Alton area. So still having an observed tag on this one right now, Madison, St. Charles, and St. Louis counties until 10:15, and certainly seeing the area right there near Alton.
It does feel kind of removed a bit, but that being said, close to the radar, so there's a lot more pixels here, right? So you've got a lot of the smaller little squares there, so it could actually be a little bit tighter than it might actually appear here, as if it were a little bit farther away from the radar.
Right, this is the one that was looking a little fuzzier when it was down towards Maryland Heights, and we saw a little bit of jump. Sometimes that can happen with tornadoes. They can cycle a little bit, and you'll have rotation in one spot, you'll get some weakening, and then a tighter area of rotation could develop after that. So there you can see it kind of tracking through. That's certainly the area right here in Alton. Alton, you need to be in your tornado safe place. Of course, Edwardsville, that's an area I think a few more folks maybe are familiar with. So this is the Illinois side, by the way, of St. Louis, and there's that rotation right near Alton. Oh, look at those winds.
Ooh, some
It is
strong winds
really
associated with the
surging.
storms. You can really see it just has kind of that look to it too, where it just kind of has that push, like kind of like it's being plowed through.
Right.
That air is being plowed by the wind that's coming down and out of these storms.
And it's going to be, kind of the apex of this bow, right in this area where some of those winds are going to be the strongest. Notice doing a little bit of querying here of what we're seeing in terms of the winds. So tornado warnings are issued when you got a tornado, but wind and severe thunderstorm warnings can be issued for winds around 60. And certainly we're seeing that, and we're seeing similar velocities in and out. That's what the plus and the minus was right there, indicating that we're seeing that stronger rotation.
Again, there's that little bit of a kink right in here. It can often be to tell that somewhere in here there's that rotation that's happening with the inflow. But St. Louis, you are in it right now. And these storms stretching here from northern Illinois, Chicago, all the way down to Louisiana and Mississippi.
Yeah, we have warnings right now, too, around Little Rock for severe thunderstorms. This is going to be ongoing through your Saturday and even into Sunday.
Right now at Kohl's, you can find the latest spring styles for everyone in your family that'll always pass the fit check. Plus, save an extra 15% on your favorites when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Why is Special K so special? The multi-grain flakes? Oh, I see, it's the real fruit. Oh, wait, can you go back to the berries? Special K. Special for a reason.
Struggling with the highs and lows of bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar, because you are greater than your bipolar 1, and you can help take control of your
communities wind gusts doing damage. And then we got the hail core right here, and then we got the rotation right here, and of course that wind would be very, very strong based on what we saw earlier with the rotation. Let's see what we have now. I'm going to scope it, see what the velocity looks like now. It's a little broader, but it's still very strong rotation. You see the purple's going towards, the red's going away, but you see how they're kind of spread apart. Now, with that said, the radar is hitting that way, way up high. From St. Louis, it's at about 15,000 feet right now. So I would expect it to be kind of broad because of how high it is. So we've got this tornado moving into western Carter County. And again, Van Buren, you are under the gun. Van Buren, I want you to be seeking shelter right now. Get in your basement if you have it. If you don't have a basement, I want you to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. And I'm going ahead and giving you your first alert in Piedmont. This storm is headed your way. It's going to take a little bit. Matter of fact, let's we'll go ahead and kind of track it towards Piedmont and see about how long it's going to take to get to Piedmont. And again, this is going to be a little, the time's going to be a little quicker because the storm's moving a little slower than when we first calculated. So, but it's better to be early than late. And so Piedmont, about 25 to 30 minutes, this storm will be in your area. This is that possible tornado. And you can see we've got it moving into southern Reynolds County right here. And then it'll be clipping southern Iron County just north of the Piedmont area. So some of the areas you're thinking about, we've got Big Creek. We've got the Black River coming out of here going into Clearwater Lake. There's Clearwater Lake right there. So this tornado would be moving right towards Clearwater Lake. So if you know where Clearwater Lake is, it's headed your way. Now behind here, this is Lake Wappapello. So this storm is going to stay north of Lake Wappapello, but there's another storm that could be headed that way shortly. So again, we've got a tornado that has done damage. It is in western Carter County right now. So let's zoom out. We've got another confirmed tornado east of West Plains now that is basically taking the same track. So we may have two tornadoes on the ground now, one after the other. And then we've got this giant tornado that's on the ground in north central Arkansas. That's going to go north of Jonesboro and eventually head towards the area of the Boot Hill. Now I want to pan up to the north, check out on you folks in the Mount Vernon area, because I'm pretty sure the tornadoes over in the St. Louis area are going to stay just to your north. You can see them right here. We have very strong signatures with these storms moving into St. Louis, and you can see it looks like they're going to stay just north of Mount Vernon. These storms right here may hit the Mount Vernon area, so we'll be watching that closely. And right now they're not rotating, so that's definitely some good news. And other good news is that the tornado, all the purple shaded with this storm earlier, now we're just going with a severe thunderstorm north and east of St. Louis. But our biggest concern, of course, is in Carter County right now, where we have more than likely a tornado, and then we may have a second tornado right behind it, unfortunately. So let me zoom in again and get you where this tornado is, and get you the idea of what and where it is, because we've got two tornadoes that we're watching.
We're getting reports of a funnel just southwest of Fremont, but they're not saying if it's on the ground or not, but they are saying that there's another firefighter has confirmed some damage in Fremont and Carter County.
In Carter County, Fremont. So let's zoom way in, because Fremont wasn't popping up here. So there's Van Buren. I'm still not getting Fremont popping up on the map here. So if you can find out the exact location of that for me, Google it, check it out, see, kind of give you an idea of where it is. But this is where the tornado is. This headed right into Van Buren. So we've got a tornado more than likely still on the ground. This is Highway 60, so it's paralleling Highway 60 and it's going to be moving into the town of Van Buren right now, the way it looks like. We've got a tornado moving into Van Buren. You need to be in your safe spot right now. Again, that's as many walls between you and the outside as possible. If you don't have a basement, that's that bathroom, that closet, that all the walls are surrounded by other interior walls to help protect you from flying debris. So, again, a tornado in western Carter County, and then we've got another tornado, unfortunately, that we're watching that is on the heels of this, and it is to the north of Alton. Excuse me, so this one's going to go just south of this tornado. So this tornado is going to be moving into the southwestern parts of Carter County in about 10 to 15 minutes. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and put a cell track on that.
Grant, while I've got you, it's just southwest of Van Buren. That little kink along Highway 60
is
right there. It's actually right where that rotation is.
So we have damage reported in Fremont, which is just west of Van Buren. So tornado right here, just west of Van Buren. We've got another tornado just north of the Alton area right now as well. So again, it is going to be a long night, unfortunately, and I'm going to kind of put a track on this. I don't know why the computer is doing it just like that. So you can see it's moving into southwestern Carter County here shortly. Let me see if I can draw it again. Again, this is the tornado that's on the ground northeast of Alton. Nope, it's not doing it. And that's going to go to the south side of Van Buren in about 30 minutes. So southwestern Carter County, again, State Highway J, south of Highway 60, in about 10 to 15 minutes. That's another tornado. Tornado on the ground here, tornado on the ground here, both moving into, we got just issued a new tornado warning, and I'm pretty sure it's for that second tornado. Now, we've got a tornado warning that was just issued for the Van Buren area right now. Let me see. What they say, what's the wording on that tornado warning for the Van Buren area? They just issued a new one.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says that it is for tornado emergency for Van Buren and for Fremont, and that is until 10:15. There is a confirmed large and destructive tornado near Fremont, which is or near Van Buren. It's moving northeast at 60 miles per hour.
Okay, so a tornado emergency has been issued for Van Buren, a large damaging tornado on the ground moving into Van Buren as we speak. We have a second tornado near Alton that's going to be moving into southwestern Carter County in about 10 minutes. This tornado that's moving into Van Buren will be moving into southern Reynolds County in about 10 minutes. This will stay south of Ellington, the tornado itself. Piedmont, this is headed your way. Again, this is a confirmed large and dangerous tornado emergency. We don't get those issued very often around here. So we have a tornado emergency for the Van Buren area and the Fremont area because the damage has been done. This is our tornado right here. Again, it's going to be going right through Clearwater Lake right here and then headed towards the Piedmont area. I know we don't have a warning out for Wayne County right now, but if I'm in Piedmont, I'm starting to think right now, where am I going? I've got a basement. I'm going to the basement. I need to be in my basement in about 10 minutes because these storms are moving fast. So in about 10 minutes, I want Piedmont to be in their safe spot. It's probably going to be 15 to 20 minutes before it gets there, but I want you there in plenty of time. Again, I want to keep everybody safe tonight. We want to make sure that tomorrow morning, everybody wakes up. So we're getting in our safe spot right now. Again, in the basement, we got lots of basements out here, very hilly terrain. Going to be hard to see, too, because of the hilly terrain and the trees. But a tornado right on the north side of Highway 60, moving into Van Buren, you see this little, right here, this little, this smaller polygon, if you will. That's the tornado emergency that was issued by the National Weather Service in Paducah for Van Buren. Again, tornado emergency for Van Buren as a tornado that has caused damage is moving into the city of Van Buren right now, right along Highway 60. And that's again going to move into southern Reynolds County and then head towards the Piedmont area. So again, I want to emphasize Piedmont. This tornado is headed your way. You do not have a warning yet, but it is headed your way. Also, tornado has been reported on the ground north of Alton with this storm, and that's going to be crossing into Carter County, the southern parts of Carter County in about 10 minutes. State Highway J, I know I've been saying you a bunch, but all the way down to the end of Carter County along State Highway J, or pretty close to that, you need to be in your safe spot. A tornado that has been confirmed on the ground north of Alton is moving your way right now as we speak. Now I want to pan down a little more because we have a couple more storms we're watching. There's another storm near Alton that's developing, and it may overtake the circulation with this other tornado that's north of Alton. And then we've got this storm that is headed into Cherokee Village, Horseshoe Bend. This looks like just a monster possible tornado with this one. Now I want to change sources because I want to look at it from the Little Rock radar. And yeah, there we go. We got an inflow notch. Now we're going to change things. I want to see what the velocity looks like from the Little Rock. So we're going to change this to the velocity. And then I'm going to, oh wow. Now that's coming off Memphis. That is an intense tornado, folks. And again, this is not in our area, but it doesn't look as impressive. I think it's farther away from Little Rock. So when I switch it back over to Memphis, yeah, we've got a significant tornado. Maybe we'll show evening shade. There's evening shade, Arkansas. Horseshoe Bend, Cherokee Village, Thayer, Missouri's right here. Mammoth Springs is located right here. We've got the Spring River. This tornado is going to be riding along northeastern Arkansas and then crossing into our area more than likely in less than an hour. So this is going to be, that I really don't like the looks of. But again, right now we've got a tornado on the ground moving through the Van Buren area. We've got another tornado, and this has been upgraded to a tornado emergency or a particularly dangerous tornado in Alton, and that is headed towards Carter County as well. And you can see more tornadoes down south. These will probably miss us. This is the one I'm really concerned with. Really concerned with this storm as well. Piedmont, I know, again, you're not under any warning right now. No warnings in Wayne County. But that storm is very, very, very close to you. Again, within 10 minutes more than likely, the way it looks right now. So as I'm going to take a look, because I want to get some, I'm going to look at the Little Rock, because I'm really concerned about that storm that is down to the south. We've got some damage there. Yeah, it's a big tornado. I'm seeing I'm seeing some photos of it right now. So that's what I'm concerned with is this big storm that is headed towards Boot Hill. That is very concerning. But this is very concerning as well. And again, I'm waiting to see if Wayne County is going to be issued in that warning. Madeline, do we have any more updates on the Van Buren storm? Any more damage reports? Because it should be in Van Buren right now.
I haven't seen any damage reports just quite yet. Give me just 1 second. I'm looking at other chats to see if they've got anything going on. Right now, the Paducah site hasn't said anything, but I'm checking St. Louis to see if they've got anything there too.
All right. Do you have Springfield on your chat?
I do. I'm going to pull that one up.
I want to know what, because they changed the Alton storm to a particularly dangerous situation. So I'm wondering if we've got damage reported along Highway 19 north of Alton. We may have another tornado on the ground.
All right, Springfield. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything here on Springfield either.
Wow, look at that rotation going into Van Buren right now, folks. That is a tight rotation. So I'm going to zoom in a little farther. I don't know if it's going to stay. It may not stay on the Paducah. Wow, just updated. We've got the donut right now. So we've got what we've got is this is called a bounded weak echo region, meaning that we've got rain wrapping all the way around the circulation, the mid-levels of the storm. And we've got more than likely a tornado on the north side of Van Buren as we speak. And again, this is a tornado emergency for Van Buren, and this tornado is moving into southern Reynolds County within the next 5 minutes. Piedmont, I keep saying your name, it's headed your way. Get those devices charged. You have time before this storm hits you. But this storm is headed right towards Piedmont. It should stay north of Greenville the way it looks right now. This one would be headed towards Greenville. And then we've got this other storm that is now forming over Alton, Missouri. That's going to be moving across northwestern Ripley County and southeastern Carter County, and then headed into Wayne County. So we've got a long night ahead, unfortunately. But right now, our biggest concern is for the Van Buren area. And wow. I mean, that is just. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I want. Please stay on the. Let's make sure we stay on the Paducah site. Stay on the Paducah site because nope, it switched. So I'm not sure what it's going to look like from St. Louis. Still very tight. Very tight circulation right here. So there's our tornado. It's crossing the current river right now. It's headed towards State Highway D on the north side of Van Buren. Tornado on the ground doing damage in Carter County, the north side of Van Buren right now. State Highway D. You need to be seeking shelter as we speak. We've got a rear flank downdraft moving into the southern parts of Van Buren that could be spitting out 70 to 80 mile per hour winds. So even you need to be seeking shelter. Van Buren, all of Van Buren needs to be seeking shelter as we have very strong gusty winds, damaging winds in the city, and just north of the city, we've got a tornado, a very tight signature of a tornado. And again, for you folks in Reynolds County, this is headed your way. Reynolds County. Did they make the Reynolds County purple? Look on GR.
They have not yet, no. Okay. It's still red.
It's still red because it's looking purple. I see a purple shade over here, so I'm wondering if another warning has been issued that I have missed.
I'm checking out St. Louis to see if they've updated it yet.
Yeah, because it's purple on our site. So St. Louis has gone with a confirmed tornado for southern Reynolds County because it's there, folks. We've got a confirmed tornado on the north side of Van Buren, and now it's moving south of Ellington. So we've got a tornado on the ground. It has done damage. Tornado emergency for the Van Buren area. It's going to be moving out of the Van Buren area here closely or soon. Highway 21 south of Ellington. Highway 21 south of Ellington. I know it's a little more sparsely populated here, but this tornado is moving your way right now. We've got a tornado that is on the ground, more than likely. Again, it's hard to tell based on, because of how far away it is from the radar site, but you see when you get right there, look at that. You see that really dark blue next to the fuchsia? That is extremely tight circulation. And so the only thing that's going to make that right there is a tornado. So we have a tornado. Let's see. I doubt we have debris.
It has just became purple on our GR site, so it is confirmed on the ground.
Okay, so we've got a confirmed tornado on the ground moving into now southern Reynolds County. Let's kind of back things up. If you're just tuning in, what's going on? You know, we had the first alert action day that we issued. Told you we're going to have rough weather tonight, and we are getting tornadoes. We've got a tornado that's on the ground. It's moving out of the Van Buren area. It's moving south of the Ellington area in southern Reynolds County. And again, Piedmont. No warning in Piedmont yet, but I would go ahead and I think northwestern Wayne County is probably going to be added to a tornado warning here pretty soon. So if you're in Piedmont, I need you seeking shelter. You got about 8-9 minutes before that tornado crosses southern Reynolds County and then moves into the Piedmont area. Hopefully it stays just north of Piedmont. That would be the best news, but we don't want to take any chances. I want everybody to stay safe tonight. So if you're in the Piedmont area, I need you in your safe spot, in a basement, if you've got it. And again, if you don't have a basement, I want you to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, as that will help protect you from flying debris. Like I always say, sometimes the bathroom is not the best choice, and that should be the Wayne County tornado warning. It is, Wayne County tornado. Now, they didn't go with confirmed tornado just yet. They went with regular tornado warning, and I want to say it's actually for that Alton storm, because it goes all the way back towards the storm near Alton. So, but again, it gets Piedmont in the tornado warning, and that's what I need you guys to be. We need to kind of get everybody warned because that is a pretty significant circulation that is moving into the north side of Piedmont here very, very shortly. So let's zoom back into our tornadoes. This storm has a tornado. This storm has a tornado. This storm has a tornado. This storm is moving into our area. This storm is in our area. This storm will be in our area. And notice how there are no storms out here. Nothing taking the energy from these storms. So this storm should keep going. And if you follow my finger, you see that's going to be the track. So it's going to go in northern Duncan County through parts of Pembroke County that holds together, Fulton County, Hickman counties. Again, we're a long way away from that, but that's the path it is taken. So let's zoom in where this tornado is. Again, Van Buren, the tornado is moving out of your area shortly. You can see it right here. I want to go ahead and scope it again to see how tight that circulation is near Van Buren. And again, this is an old image. That's Paducah. That's Paducah. I don't know why Paducah is taking a little longer to get us. We're having some. So I'm going to change sources here. I'm going to take a look at the velocity from St. Louis. I'm going to take a look at the velocity from St. Louis. New tornado warning issued as well. They just dropped the tornado emergency as the possible tornado or the tornado that was on the ground is in southern Reynolds County right now. This is where that tornado is, crossing Highway 21 south of Ellington. This is our new possible tornado over State Highway J right now in southwestern Carter County, and it clips extreme northwestern Ripley County, but I think the circulation will stay away from you in Ripley County, at least that circulation. So let's go back to the original home page so I can change things up right now because I want to take a look at the velocity from St. Louis on that Reynolds County storm. So let's take a look. Storm relative velocity. We're going to pick St. Louis. And it is broadened up. It is nowhere near as tight as it was. So that's definitely good. There's the tornado that we're talking about right here in southern or southwestern Carter County. It is right over State Highway J right now, south of Highway 60. Yeah, that's pretty tight. It's decent from Paducah. We've got that possible tornado crossing Highway 21 right now. And again, the path of it is going to take it right over the north side of Clearwater Lake and probably going to go just north of Piedmont. But Piedmont, it's close. So again, if you live in and around Piedmont or in and around Clearwater Lake, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Head to the basement if you got one. Greenville, this rotation is going to be headed your way. It's still probably 45 minutes away or so. You can see here's Lake Wapello. It should stay just north of Lake Wapello, but we have other storms we're watching near Alton as well. Matter of fact, I can pan down and see the other storms. And we've got a little weak circulation trying to form south of Alton. There's our possible tornado in southwestern Carter County. That's the strongest indication. That was our tornado emergency right there. And as we pan even farther out, I don't know, it's on the Paducah site, yeah. This is just ugly, folks. Let's hope this dies down.
We've got some reports of damage if you want those.
Yes, please.
So this is from Van Buren. We have some reports of people who've been trapped in a house. The fire department is heading there now. And there's been some damage there. We've also gotten reports of some windows being blown out of houses over in the Fremont area as well. So if you were in that Carter County area, we are getting reports of damage from this tornado that's moving through. We're hearing reports of windows being blown out, and we're getting reports of people being trapped in a house over in that region. So if you are in this area, make sure you are getting to your safe spot now. Like I just said, we are getting reports of some people being trapped in these areas. We are getting reports of damage, windows being blown out. So if you are in the Carter County area, that storm is heading your way right now. We are still looking at that confirmed tornado heading into the Reynolds County area. it looks like over in Carter County has been downgraded to a red, which is radar confirmed, no longer confirmed on the ground. It looks like there, but we're still keeping a close eye on the situation. So make sure you get into your safe spot now.
All right, so we've got that. Unfortunately, I hate hearing people are trapped in homes. I'm hoping again everybody's okay. Hopefully they're in their basement and they're fine. Our job here tonight is to make sure that everybody is safe. And we're going to stay on the air until everybody is out of harm's way. And as you see right now, it appears as though we could be on the air for quite a long time. So there'll be times I'll be tossing things to Madeline, maybe over to Jeff so we can catch our breath, get some water. Because you know, once you talk for a long time, the throat starts to hurt. So we're going to keep you up to date. So we've got a tornado circulation right here. Crossing highway is east of Highway 21 right now. It's headed towards Clearwater Lake. It's going to go into extreme southern Iron County, northwestern Wayne County. Then we've got another circulation over State Highway J right now in southwestern Carter County. That's going to be moving to the east as well. We just got a new tornado warning, and that is for Piedmont. That is a confirmed tornado. That's what we've been tracking in southern Reynolds County. So Paducah just put a radar confirmed tornado. They may even have just a confirmed because of the damage that occurred in Van Buren. What's the wording on the newest warning for Piedmont? It just came out of Wayne County.
Yeah, so it just came out of Wayne County. It's for a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado located near Garwood, 9 miles west of Piedmont, moving about 55 miles per hour. So again, make sure you're getting into your safe spots if you live in this area.
So this is where the tornado is. Here's Highway 21. It is east of Highway 21. Again, Piedmont, we've been saying your name for quite some time. Hopefully you've been listening. Hopefully you're in your safe spot because a tornado is headed your way right now. We've got a confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage headed into the Piedmont area, and it's probably going to go across the northern parts of Piedmont. Highway 49 coming north of Piedmont, you definitely need to be in your safe spot. Highway 34 south of Piedmont, I would go there anyway, but more than likely it's going to just skirt you because it's right here and it's moving off to this direction. So let's go ahead and scope it and see what it looks like on the winds inside it. Because again, earlier this was a no doubt. Yeah, there we go. And this is actually a little old. The data coming in from this would be right here now, but that's the tornado, and it has crossed it has crossed Highway 21 based on reflectivity. It has crossed Highway 21 to kind of see how the reflectivity is going to wrap around that circulation. So we've got numerous tornado warnings now in the heartland. Let's kind of back things up, get everything caught up to date. We've got an extremely PDS is what they call it for the warning in northwestern Wayne County. That's the Piedmont area for the storm that it has a tornado on the ground in southern Reynolds County. We've got a possible tornado in southwestern Carter County that's going to be headed through. This is going to be headed towards the Elsinore area and then moving in towards the western parts of Wayne County. And then we've got a extremely large and damaging tornado with this that is moving off to the northeast. I'm trying to track that. I'm looking at the radar because I want to see. It's moving more northeast. It should stay south of the bluff. It's not moving the way they have the polygon drawn. It's kind of moving in this direction, so it's going to be going into southern. It may go into southern Butler County, northern Dunkling County, and southern Stoddard County in this general area right here. And that is the strongest tornado I see on radar. So all these areas need to be prepared. If you're in Malden, if you're in Dexter, if you're in Poplar Bluff, if you're in Madrid, if you're in Kennett, you've got time. Get that device charged, because if you lose power and you still have cellular service, you'll be able to watch us on the weather app. You'll continue to see the live stream on the weather app when you don't have TV. And so we can keep you up to date. Or if you wanted to take your phone into your shelter to watch, that's why we always say have that KFES weather app, because you can watch us on the app track this same activity if you were to lose power. So let's stop the motion here. Tornado moving towards Piedmont right now. Possible tornado moving south of Van Buren right now. Let's zoom into that possible tornado and the actual tornado that is on the ground that we damage. Because we may get, again, the conditions are very, very favorable for any circulation to touch down. So here's our tornado right here in southern Reynolds County. Here's our possible tornado right here south of Van Buren. So Van Buren is located right here. Elsinore, this storm is headed right like this. It's going to go just on the very north side of Elsinore. It'll be crossing Highway 60 in about 10 to 12 minutes, the way it looks right now. We'll go ahead and scope that storm to see what the shear looks like, the velocity. Get an idea of how strong that's. Yeah, there's a pretty good circulation right there. You can see it right there just south of Highway 60. Now, as we head up to the Piedmont, that is very tight. So Piedmont, again, I want you in your safe spot. This tornado has done damage. This is the tornado that has people trapped in their homes right now in the Van Buren area. Did some damage in Fremont. It's headed towards Piedmont right now. Tornado in southern Reynolds County, about to cross back into Wayne. Well, I shouldn't say back into Wayne County. That hadn't been in Wayne County yet, but a tornado that is moving into Wayne County. There's another severe storm right here that's going to be moving into Ripley County and Carter County. No tornado warning out on that just yet. Let's see if there's any rotation. There is. It's broad. You see how the green and the blue are very far apart. It's rotating, but it's not tight enough for us to be concerned with yet. That's actually tightening up a little more, folks. Southwestern Carter County, we definitely need to be in our safe spot. This is headed out just east of Highway J now and headed towards Highway C, south of Highway 60 in Carter County. So again, Highway C, State Highway C, south of 60 in Carter County. This possible tornado is headed your way right now. You need to be in your basement if you have a basement. If you don't have a basement, I need you to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible by getting in that interior closet, that interior bathroom. Also, you got a bicycle helmet, baseball helmet, anything like that. Put that on your head. It will help protect your head from flying debris. There's our Piedmont tornado, still not in Piedmont yet, but it is headed towards there as we speak. So let's zoom back out, get everybody caught up to date here. Madeline, you got any more information? I'm going to take a little water break.
Yes, we have another report for some damage over in the Carter County area. We just received word that on D Highway near Carter, the Carter-Reynolds County line, a home has been destroyed in that area because of these storms that we're tracking. So make sure if you are in that area, you're getting your safe spot. We are seeing quite a bit of damage already with these storms. And as a reminder, we are going to be continuing coverage of these storms. We are still seeing them move over through Wayne and Reynolds County, heading into the Iron County areas as well and into Madison County. So you are in the path of these storms. Make sure you are getting in your safe spot. We are still seeing quite a tight circulation, and where these places are on the map, they are kind of in a radar blind spot that Grant talked about earlier. So it's really hard to see where these tornadoes are forming. So seeing this tight of a circulation with the blind spots we have is very indicative of a strong storm. So again, moving to the east as these storms continue to track. We're going to be seeing that tight circulation over in the Reynolds County area right now, heading into Wayne County. So if you live in the Annapolis area, if you live in Piedmont, we've been saying it a lot recently, make sure you're getting into that safe spot. It's either in a basement or if you don't have a basement, make sure you're getting into that interior room. Like Grant said earlier, that's not always a bathroom because they can still have windows. And make sure you're putting as many walls between yourself and those storms as possible. If you have a helmet, that's a good idea to be putting that on as well so you can stay safe while these storms are continuing to move through.
All right, thanks for that update there. I wanted to go over and just do a quick analyzation of the. Here, Jeff, I'll go ahead and take that. Jeff, they're all helping us out here tonight. Thank you. I wanted to kind of do a quick little analyze the atmosphere. And folks, the parameters are off the chart. So all these storms are going to start spinning dramatically here shortly. We're going to see a lot of tornado warnings tonight. Madeline, I just checked the significant tornado parameter is 11 at Poplar Bluff right now. I don't know if I've seen it that high in the heartland.
We just got another report that 2 more homes have been destroyed for sure and 3 shops are gone.
Okay, so again, we've got a violent tornado more than likely moving into Piedmont right now. We've got another tornado more than likely right here in Carter County. We've got another tornado that is in Arkansas right now. And again, when I just look at the overall atmospheric conditions, they're off the chart for the possibility of tornadoes right now. So we are seeing significant possibility in our neck of the woods, especially west of the Mississippi River. So the worst conditions right now that is the most favorable for tornadoes from Cape Girardeau down Highway 50, Interstate 55 to the Blue Hill and west to what we're seeing right now. So we have numerous reports of damage, unfortunately. And again, Piedmont, I've been saying your name for quite some time. Madeline's been saying your name. We have got some issues there with the possibility of some significant damage. This is a very tight circulation on radar, and this is, as Madeline said, another, how many, so we've got 2, 3 homes now. Okay, so we've got problems with what she said you didn't get to hear there. We've got a lot of damage in here, basically. Yeah. So we've got a tornado that's on the ground, and it's going on the north side of Piedmont. So Highway 49 north of Piedmont, Highway 34 north of Piedmont. I don't know if you've ever been there. I love one of this town. It's beautiful. It's in the Ozarks, clear streams, beautiful fishing in this area. Kayaking, there's Clearwater Lake. The tornado's going over Clearwater Lake right now. And I have no doubt this is still on the ground, unfortunately doing damage. So if you live along Highway 49 from Piedmont north, or if you live along Highway 34 north and east of Piedmont, please be in your safe spot. This storm has damaged homes, and we've got at least 2 destroyed homes, and that is that you don't get destroyed homes unless you're EF2, EF3 strength. So that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with right now. So a very likelihood of an intense tornado, and looking at the parameters that I just did, no doubt that that's what we're seeing. And it is moving into Piedmont right now. Yep, there it is. Wow. Very tight, so tight the radar's folded. So what that means is we can only see at a certain amount of velocity, and then it goes back to the beginning. So this is a very, very tight circulation right here, very tight, and it is in extreme southeastern Reynolds County right now, and it is about to cross. As a matter of fact, it probably is right now, again, because this is moving so fast, and we're getting these images about every 2 to 3 minutes. It's probably over Highway 49 right now. And I know for a fact, I've been here, there are houses along Highway 49. So I hope you've been listening to us. I hope everybody in the Piedmont area is in their safe spot right now, because the possibility of a damaging tornado is moving in there as we speak. So this circulation should stay just to the south of Des Arc. It's going to be close. We've got Big Creek right here, Sam A. Baker Park right here. If you know folks that are camping, I know unfortunately the cell service is not good there. This tornado is headed towards Sam A. Baker Park right now. And I know they have a lot of cabins out there. It's the weekend. There could be some folks there. Do your best. Text them. Say, if you're at Sam Baker, get in shelter right now. A tornado's on the ground doing damage on the west side of Piedmont. It's crossing Clearwater Lake, and it's headed across northwestern Wayne County. And again, it's headed towards the Sam A. Baker Park area. It's going to be very, very close to that vicinity. Again, kind of take Highway 34 right here, and then come up right here. This is where, this is the St. Francis River, and Big Creek kind of comes right in here. Sam A. Baker is located right here. A lot of cabins, very popular area for camping. And this tornado, unfortunately, looks to be moving right there. So hopefully it will lift. Hopefully it will miss it. Because again, like I said all the time, tornadoes are really, really tiny. I mean, even though we see this big circulation, that tornado is, going to be much smaller than what circulation is showing, the worst part of the damage. So here's our other possible tornado right here to the west of Elsinore, to the south of Van Buren. And that's right over State Highway C, south of 60. It's about to cross the Current River as we speak. Let's see what the shear looks like on this. Again, this is still red, so it's not being confirmed yet. Hopefully it stays aloft, but this is the tornado. This is the Current River right here. So if you know people who went to the Current River near Van Buren to do some camping this weekend, text them right now, get in shelter, get in your safe spot. Basement if you have it. If you don't have it, again, you want to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible to help protect you from flying debris. Now, I want to kind of pan down this line because we have this storm right here that we've been watching. And here's Donovan. It's moving off to the northeast. It should stay just south of Donovan, but it's going to be close. So it could come into southeastern Ripley County, southwestern Butler County, Neelyville. This was the one that I was really concerned with. It did a lot of damage. That's not what I wanted to say. Okay. There you go. They just issued the warning. Donovan, Southern Carter, and it is a confirmed tornado, is what they are saying. Confirmed tornado with this. Oh, yeah. This still looks very damaging. Do you have on your chat, you have a Little Rock site?
I do, and I wanted to mention the storm in your Piedmont was upgraded to considerable.
Okay, thank you. So again, that's the one that we were just showing moving into Piedmont that has done significant damage already. This, I have to believe, has done significant damage for quite some time. This has been a long track tornado in my mind, a very strong tornado, and it's moving in towards Ripley County. It's going to, more than likely, the circulation will stay just south of Donovan, but it's close. And I want to warn you folks in southwestern Butler County, Neelyville. Again, I want to give you plenty of advance warning when I see storms this strong on radar, moving this fast. This is a dangerous storm. That's been the most intense, at least, on radar in our minds. But again, it has been a little closer to some radar sites. The Piedmont storm is nothing to mess around with either. So let's go back to Piedmont because that's where you got the donut hole. You see the donut hole right there. It's wrapped all the way around. So yeah, that is definitely a big tornado that is in north of Pocahontas, Arkansas, and south of Donovan, but it's going to be moving into southern Ripley County. So I'm not going to forget about you folks in Ripley County. Go ahead and start moving to your basement in Ripley County. We still have a lot of hilly terrain here, a lot of basements. And again, if you don't have a basement, I want you to find that center interior room to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hey, would you do me a favor and click on the warning in Ripley County over on GR? I want to get what they're tracking the forward speed on this tornado.
All right, the speed on this tornado is 65 miles per hour.
Neelyville, start planning, get in your safe spot. 65 miles per hour, that's, less than an hour. So Neelyville, you got time to get a good charge on your devices. If you live anywhere around Neelyville in southwestern Butler County, I want you to start planning to head to your basement or head to your safe spot and get your devices charged. You got about 15 to 20 minutes until I want you in those safe spots. Donovan and South Donovan, you're headed there right now. This is a very dangerous storm, at least on radar, moving north of Pocahontas. That's been the most impressive tornadic storm in my mind that we've seen. But we have two more tornado warnings that we were watching. This one right here is crossing the Current River, and then we've got a donut hole right over Piedmont, basically. So let's kind of zoom in. It's just on the north side. It's right over Highway 49, I bet. Yeah, right over Highway 49. Well, it went away when I zoomed in, it got a little too close. Let's see what the shear is, because, yeah, there it is. Big sign of a tornado right over Highway 49 on the north side of Piedmont. We've got a likelihood of a tornado doing damage, and then it's going to be moving into the Des Arc area. This blue line right here, that's Big Creek. And you can see how Big Creek kind of turns right here. This is where Sam A. Baker Park is. So the tornado is moving in towards Sam A. Baker. So again, I know the cell service is horrible out there. I go there a lot, and I can never make a phone call. But hopefully you can get in touch with anybody you know that is camping around the Sam A. Baker area. Tell them to get to a sturdy shelter as a tornado that has done damage is moving there right now. So again, this tornado is on the north side of Piedmont as we speak, and it has done damage. And I want to see if I can get it. There we go. This is what I was talking about. See the donut hole right there? See that void? We got everything wrapping around. So I wanted to see what it looked like from the Paducah radar site. Wow. Yeah, that is an intense tornado, folks. At least an intense rotation. And I have a hard time believing that is not on the ground. Let me see if we get any signature of debris. I don't know. I would say that probably is, because it matches right with the velocity. Right with the velocity. We got that. We've got sheer. And then when I take it off, we've got purple. Folks, I think we have a pretty significant tornado crossing Highway 49 as we speak on the north side of Piedmont. And again, it is headed towards Sam A. Baker State Park as we speak. Back to the south and west, our other tornado warning, still radar indicated right here to the west of Elsinore. It's crossing the current river. Let's kind of get a look and see what it looks like on from the velocity standpoint. And it's right there, and it is nowhere near as impressive as it was. So I'm still thinking this is a radar-indicated tornado, but just because of that, I still want you in your safe spot, because these could spin up pretty quickly. So if you live along Highway 60, east of Van Buren and west of Elsinore, I need you in your safe spot right now. That's also State Highway H in Carter County, and Mill Springs. That's Highway 49 that is south of Piedmont, near the intersection of 49 and 34 at Mill Springs. I need you in your safe spot as well. Again, that is a basement if you have it. If you don't have a basement, I want you to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. But right now, our main concern is this area right here. Now, Mount Vernon. Again, we're not forgetting about you. We got big storms that are on the south side of St. Louis. They're probably just going to miss you, but it's close. New tornado warning just came out for the same tornado. Now, this is for Madison County. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. Madeline, I want you to kind of read the warning information, if you would.
All right,
I
got you right here. All right, we've got a new tornado warning over in Madison County. It hasn't popped up here yet. I'm still waiting on it, but I'm going to go ahead and read it from GR real quick. So here's what it says. It's for Iron County and Madison County in southeastern Missouri until 11:30. This storm is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So it was located about 6 miles southeast of Annapolis, or about 22 miles south of Ironton. So this is a confirmed and extremely dangerous tornado, and it's marked as a particularly dangerous situation. So if you live in this area, make sure you are taking cover now. So I'm not seeing any kind of hail signatures with this. It looks like there is one over in Iron County. Actually, we just got a little hail signature that popped up. It's about just under an inch right now. It is moving at about 50 miles per hour, so a little bit slower than it was earlier with this storm that we're tracking. It looks like it's moving towards Madison County. So if you are in those areas, a good idea is to go ahead and put on a good pair of shoes and get into your safe space. Now, why do we say get a good pair of shoes on? Well, if there is any damage, you want to make sure your feet are protected if that damage does occur. So make sure you're getting in your safe space, get a good pair of shoes, and have a flashlight on you just in case if your phone is dying or you just need to be able to see if your power goes out. Now, Grant, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you so you can go ahead and track the storm for him.
Man, those are great points. That's why it was always great to have somebody else here to give some information. You know, I've never said put on a good pair of shoes. Ever. And I'll never forget that now. Thank you, Madeline.
You're welcome.
That is fantastic information. Because what happens if your house is destroyed and you don't have your shoes on? You're going to step on nails. And then you're going to be really, we want everybody to stay safe. I'm always good about the helmets to protect your head. Now I know to protect our feet too. Thank you. All right, so we have a Extremely dangerous tornado moving into southern Madison County. This does include Marquand. Now, I want you to remember, hopefully some of y'all were watching Madeline and I do our OTT right before things were getting going, and I drew a track of this storm. And I mentioned Marquand. I mentioned Piedmont. I mentioned Van Buren. I mentioned southern Reynolds County. So these storms are tracking the way we expect them to track. So we're able to give a little better warning, a little more advanced warning than we normally could with situations like that. So if that, remember, that thing that I drew that, it went right into Perryville. So Perryville, it's not headed your way right this second. Well, it is kind of headed your way. It's going to be a little while, but I want to give you as much of advanced warning. Again, the bigger metropolitan areas, or the bigger population areas is what I should say. We want to give as much of advanced warning so you can start charging those devices. So if you live in the Perryville area, get your phone charged, get your tablet charged in case this continues to be on the ground and doing damage. If you live in Cedricville, northern Bollinger County, do the same thing. If you live in Beeley, I got some friends in Beeley, start charging your devices. This storm is headed towards you right now. It's kind of taking, to be honest with you, the track that the tri-state tornado took in 1925, hitting the same areas right now. Not saying that's what it is. It's nowhere near as strong, but it is kind of taking that same track. So we've got the possibility of 1, 2, 3 tornadoes on the ground right now. Now, again, this tornado warning may be changed to a severe thunderstorm warning because the rotation in that storm did weaken a pretty good bit. So that's definitely some good news. I'm going to take away this tornado warning. I know we've got it. I'm seeing it come up. I leave those on there so I know if a new warning pops up when I'm zoomed in somewhere. So let's kind of, speaking of zoomed in somewhere, here's our tornado right there. And it's moved through the northern end of Piedmont. This is our other possible tornado. And again, it didn't look all that impressive last time we looked. So let's get another look inside, see what we see here. It's getting a little tighter right there to the north of Elsinore. And again, that's going to be moving towards Mill Springs. This is Mill Springs. Again, this tornado is moving right across Sam A. Baker Park right now, right across the northern edge of the park. I know we've got a lot of cabins right here. The Welcome Center is right there. That is where the tornado is. So if you know where that area of Sam A. Baker Park is, that's where the tornado is. And again, well, it's actually just slightly west of, well, no, I don't think it is. I think our velocity data is a little old on this, but that is a tight circulation. And this is going to be moving into southern Madison County. So for you folks in southern Madison County, I want you to start taking shelter right now. This is south of Fredericktown. Even though Fredericktown, it's clipped into the warning, the circulation, for the most part, is going to stay just south of Fredericktown. But it's going to be awfully close. And what happens sometimes as these storms, if this tornado does what we call a clude, it takes an extreme left turn. So we always look to the left side of the movement. And so Fredericktown, that would be you. So I'm going to keep an eye on it for you. And if I see that rotation headed into Fredericktown, you'll be the first to know. But if you live along Highway 67 or near 67 south of Fredericktown, you definitely need to be seeking shelter right now, as a confirmed tornado that has done significant damage in Van Buren did some damage in Reynolds County as well. It is headed towards Madison County now. This is Marquand right here. This is going to be headed right into Marquand, one of my favorite little Castor River towns. It's got a beautiful little couple of old downtown buildings right there. Small community. It's headed towards you, Marquand, this circulation. Madeline, I see you're doing a lot of stuff over there. You got some information, I think.
Some reports out of the Van Buren area for more damage that we're seeing. We've got reports from the emergency management over there that trees and power lines are down across roads. So they have crews out there that are trying to move those trees and power lines off of those roads right now. So you shouldn't be outside in these conditions right now, but just be aware that there are some power lines down in those areas. So could be adding to some more of those dangerous situations that we've been talking about, in addition to the storms that we are still tracking across the region.
All right, so more damage reported. So again, and that all happened from this storm that's near the Sam A. Baker Park right now. And I want to, I'm going to see if I can get it to, okay, it's swapped over to the St. Louis site. So I just kind of want to see what the radar shows velocity from St. Louis. And it's right in the purple haze. So it's right there. It's crossing into southwestern Madison County right now. This has been going a long time. So odds are you would think eventually it would start to dissipate and break apart. But we don't want to let our guard down because this has done so much significant damage as it moves into southern Madison County. Again, most of the circulation, the strongest wind should stay just south of Fredericktown, but it would be headed right over towards Marquand on that State Highway A. And as you can see, tracking this storm off to the north and east, it would stay to the west and north of Jackson. It should stay north of Oak Ridge as well. But Beeley's located right here. I know it's not showing up, but this circulation is headed right towards Beeley. Matter of fact, let's put a track on this to kind of get some of these towns that I've talked about. I want to zoom out just a bit. What was the speed on that this tornado again in Madison? You said 50?
Over in Madison?
Yeah,
this one is looking like 50 miles per hour. And I also wanted to let you know that that storm just north of Elsinore is now radar indicating about 2-inch diameter hail.
Wow, so there's our big hailer right here. So south of Piedmont?
Yes.
In Wayne County. So that's headed to, that's going to clip. I think it's going to miss Lake Wapapello, but it's going to go into the Greenville area. So 2-inch diameter hail. So it's just a little smaller than tennis balls. So think about that. Think about a tennis ball, not quite that big. Egg size. That's about the size 2-inch diameter hail. It's about the size of an egg. So I want to track this possible tornado. Again, it's looking a little better on radar, and I hope that trend continues. But we're going to do a line track. And there's the tornado right there. We'll take it off to, and I'm getting very, I don't know why we're not getting the look that we're supposed to get when we do this. I'm going to have to really dissect this. Some things are just not really happening the way I want. So you see Perryville is showing up there. 11:31. Alliance at 11:20. So Beeley, you didn't show up. For my friends that watched me in Beeley, that is 11:25. 11:25, so you have 35 minutes until this tornado is in the Beeley area. So for you folks in Beeley, we've got a possible tornado headed our way. Now, the good news is I think this storm right here is starting to steal some energy from the northern storm, because was there a hail marker on the Madison County storm?
On the Madison County storm?
And if so, how big is it?
So there is a small one. It's about just over an inch.
Okay, so there is still an inch located in the Madison County storm, and it's 2 inches with Piedmont, right?
The one just
south of Piedmont.
South of Piedmont actually just dropped to, it's still about 2 inches. It's,
okay.
It's like 1.98. So it's still technically
is there a hail on south of Doniphan?
South of Doniphan. Give me 2 seconds. South of Doniphan. It is just under an inch.
Just under an inch. Wow, that's been the meanest looking storm. I would expect it to be a little higher. Okay, we got a new tornado warning. I'll check that out in just a second. But this is our tornado that's moving south of Doniphan right now. Let's see here. Let's see what the velocity looks like. It's still there, folks, right here. It's a little broader, but that is a strong circulation. We've got this orange color right here. That is, you can see that on the legend, is close to a 100-mile-per-hour winds going away from the radar. We've got about 60-mile-per-hour winds going towards the radar, so it's rotating at about 160 miles per hour. It's not right up against it right now, so that's definitely some good news. So hopefully things are improving, if you will. Let me go back. I want to take a look at the velocity on it, and not the velocity, but the reflectivity. And okay, so the tornado is now moving into Ripley County, south of Doniphan, along Highway 21. You need to be seeking shelter. This tornado is moving your way. This tornado did do damage in north central Arkansas. So if it's still on the ground, it could be doing some significant damage, crossing Highway 21 south of Doniphan very soon. And then this is the Current River. And in this area, we do have some cabins along the Current River. So if you happen to be in one of those cabins along the Current River, I need you to be in your safe spot. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible by being in that center interior room, or I want you to go to the basement if you have it. Now, the hail core you were talking about, we have a confirmed tornado now with that storm that is south of Piedmont. So can you read the warning for me? A new tornado warning just came out. It's for northern Wayne County.
Northern Wayne County.
Just
All
issued.
Right. So that one is moving at about 40 miles per hour, so a little bit slower. And basically what it says is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado 7 miles east of Garwood or 7 miles southwest of Piedmont. So it's moving northeast at 40 miles per hour.
So that's the Mill Springs I talked to you about earlier. It's right over Mill Springs the way it looks right now. And so it's been confirmed. We've got a tornado on the ground south of Piedmont right now doing damage. So we've got 2 possible tornadoes on the ground. We know we have 1 tornado on the ground in Wayne County. We did have a tornado on the ground in Madison County. Still could be, but I haven't had any reports with that storm in a while. And folks, yeah, wow, that's the strongest rotation we've seen all day going into the south side of Piedmont. So let's zoom in. The tornado is located right here, right where, let me zoom in a little more because I want to get some more roads to pop up. So again, this is just south of the Piedmont area. Here we go. So Mill Spring, right what I was talking about. You got State Highway, you got 49, Missouri Highway 49 in Mill Springs where it splits off with 34. That's where this tornado is. State Highway V, I need you in your safe spot right now. Get in your basement. This is an extremely tight circulation. The possibility of a very damaging tornado moving through Mill Springs towards State Highway V, towards State Highway B. So V is in Victor, B is in boy. Both of those state highways, you need to be seeking shelter in Wayne County, south of Piedmont. This circulation is going to go right through here on the south side of Piedmont. State Highway B is in boy, State Highway V is in Victor, and then Highway 34 and 49. Very, very strong circulation, and National Weather Service is reporting that a large confirmed tornado is on the ground with this storm right here moving off to the northeast. And any more reports out of Madison County?
Madison County, hold on one second. We are looking for Madison County.
Well, it's an old warning. I didn't know if anybody, like in the Weather Service, I can see there's a pretty good circulation right there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any for Madison County, no.
All right, so we haven't had any more reports of damage. Okay, so southern Madison County, southwestern Madison County, radar shows very good signature of a tornado. Very large, damaging tornado in Mill Springs right now in Wayne County. It's going to move through the south side of Piedmont, and it's going to move across the northern parts of Wayne County. Greenville, let's see if it's going to go just to your north. Let me zoom in, I want to make sure that everybody in Greenville is warned. And no, Greenville, you need to be in your safe spot. 6734 intersection, safe spot. Basement if you got it. Again, if you don't have it, interior room, as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Like Madeline said, really good pair of shoes in case there's damage. And like I say, if you got a bicycle helmet or a baseball helmet or anything like that you could wear to protect your head. But a very strong signature of rotation, and the National Weather Service has reported a confirmed tornado near Mill Springs in Wayne County. All right, let's zoom out because I want to get back to Ripley County because we got another tornado down there. Madeline, you're about to say something, I think. Nope. Okay. It looked like you were about to say something. You found something out.
I'm just bouncing back and forth.
I know you are. You're getting all the information for us, which is some fantastic help. So our possible tornado, again, this was a confirmed tornado earlier, and it still very well could be on the ground south of Doniphan, crossing the Current River as we speak. Let's kind of scope it to see. There it is. I think it's Pointer that is right on Highway 21. That's the tornado right there. It is crossing the line as we speak. So it is headed towards, that could be the debris signature right there. Let me see if we get any, it's still a long way from the radar. Yeah, I'm not able to get debris out of it. But I do see a lot of hail in it. Is there a hail core just south of Doniphan?
Yes, there is. It is just under an inch.
Just under an inch. Yeah, I did ask you that earlier, and that's what you said.
It's slightly smaller this time.
Wow,
slightly smaller.
That is a tight rotation right there east of Highway 21, south of Doniphan, south central Ripley County. And as we see, there's the tornado. That's the Current River right there. And then it'll cross the Current River and go across Highway 160 just east of Doniphan. So between, and now, yeah, we've got, they just put out for Butler County. Remember Neelyville? I mentioned you earlier. Now you're under that tornado warning because we've got a pretty significant, they just upgraded the warning. Can you read the warning for Butler County for us?
Yes. So this is for southwestern Ripley County and in southern Butler County. This is going until 11:45 p.m. unless it gets extended. So it is near a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Maynard or 9 miles southwest of Doniphan, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour.
So Poplar Bluff, this should stay just to your south, but taking 67 south out of Poplar Bluff towards Neelyville, you need to be in your safe spot. This is this big tornado that we've been tracking for quite some time. Neelyville, we told you had about 20 minutes or so till I wanted you to start heading to your basement. Now is about that time to start thinking about headed to the basement, getting that safe spot. So we've got three tornadoes more than likely on the ground right now that are doing damage in the heartland. We have one in southwestern Madison County. We've got one here in Wayne County near the Piedmont area. And then we've got another one in Ripley County that is just south of the Doniphan area. And that is going to be moving into southern Butler County here shortly. Another tornado that we'll be watching north and west of Jonesboro, that holds together. That's going to be moving into Dunkling County. Again, earlier, it looked like this storm was going to be going into Dunkling County and Pemiscot County. Now it has turned a little bit more to the left, so it's moving a little bit more to the north now, and that's why that storm is now in Butler County. This storm on its current projection would be headed into the Boot Hill here shortly, and you can see where the storms are right now. We haven't even gotten near the Mississippi River. It is 11:01 right now, and we've got more than likely 3 to 4 more hours of tornado coverage to go, the way it looks right now. Hopefully, again, when you look at the atmosphere, you analyze it, these storms should really intensify over the next hour and then begin to weaken in about 2 hours. So we'll see if that happens. But from Perryville to Cape Girardeau, Jackson, Marble Hill, Sykeston, Dexter, Poplar Bluff, and the Boot Hill, all those areas, the atmosphere is extremely conducive for large and damaging tornadoes. Now, with that said, remember, tornadoes small. The odds of it hitting your house, very, very small. But unfortunately, we have had houses hit tonight. We have had houses destroyed tonight. We haven't had any word on injuries or fatalities, thankfully, and hopefully that will stay the case. But we have had reports of people that have been trapped. Now that I'm going to toss things to you for just a second, go over some of the lists, if you would, of the warnings, and if you have any more damage reports, I want to do a little more analyzing of the atmosphere.
Of course, yeah. So we've got several confirmed tornadoes on the ground. Several of these have been marked as particularly dangerous situations in terms of how strong these tornadoes are. So we have them over in the Madison County area, in the Wayne County area, over in, I believe, This is in Ripley County and into Butler County. So if you are in any of these warned areas, make sure you're getting into your safe spot. A new thing that we just saw is that over in the Wayne County area, we are tracking that tornado there. The hail signature is now much larger. We are looking at over 2 inches on radar. So very big sized hail being indicated by radar here in between Mill Spring and in Greenville over in Wayne County. So if you are in that area, make sure you're in your safe spots. Make sure you're getting into your interior room. If you get into a basement, even better. Get your helmets if you have one. Shoes are a good idea as well. We talked about if there is damage, you want to make sure that you're protecting your feet so that you don't walk in any broken glass or on any kinds of nails or anything that can be in those damage. We've had several reports of damage tonight. In fact, we've gotten reports of trees on roads. We've gotten reports of power lines down over roads over in the Van Buren area tonight. We've had several reports of trees on homes. At least 2 homes have been destroyed and about 3 shops in the Van Buren area as well. If you have any more reports of damage, please make sure you send those to my Facebook page. I am keeping up to date with messages that people are sending me. Please keep doing that. I really appreciate it. It helps us kind of get an idea of what's happening on the ground. Of course, stay safe first and foremost, but if you have any reports of damage, please send those our way. I did get a report that over near Thomasville, near Rover, this is just outside of our area, we've heard that at least 10 families are without homes because of these storms that we've been tracking tonight. So a lot of damage has occurred because of the storms that we've been seeing. Emergency crews are still working to try to clear up some of this damage, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for that. For the most part, we're still seeing those storms over in the Wayne County area and over in Madison County as well. These are confirmed tornadoes on the ground. The one over in the Madison County area, I'm going to look at on the little area here. It looks like they are going to be canceling this warning, but they are still tracking the gusty winds. So that is going to be let to expire. So let's go ahead and move on over to the Wayne County storm. Again, this is about just southwest of Piedmont, near the Garwood area, moving about 40 miles per hour. That's that storm we saw, that really large hail signature of about 2 inches or more. So again, moving about 40 miles per hour. If you are in this area, make sure you're getting to your safe spot. And now we're going to move just to the south near Doniphan, heading into Neelyville. It looks like Poplar Bluff, you are also underneath this warning for that confirmed tornado. So again, if you live in those areas, make sure you're getting to your safe spot. We can see quite a bit of a tight circulation on this computer. I can't show you right now because Grant is controlling the screen behind me, yeah. But I'm seeing a really tight circulation over in the Doniphan area. So Grant, are you ready to go back?
I am.
All right,
so I kind of caught up on some ideas. So one, the tornado that is near Mill Springs is wafting debris over 10,000 feet in the air. We could see that on our other source, but I can't really show that to you on the air here. The National Weather Service in St. Louis did drop the confirmed tornado because we haven't had any damage reports, but they are mentioning how significantly tight the rotation is. So it wouldn't surprise me if a new confirmed tornado is issued shortly. And Paducah is talking about maybe doing Bollinger County and Perry County in a tornado warning here shortly. And then we've got, as you said, in Ripley County, very, very strong circulation. All right. Got everybody update. Thanks, Madeline. I got to look at some other things, man. So there's a measurement in the atmosphere that really concerns me right now. It's what we call storm relative helicity. So what is that? That's just a measurement of how much the air is spinning. The bigger the number, the better the chance of strong to violent tornadoes. Usually we'll see 200 to 300 as the number. It is 700 right here. That's why I'm really concerned with this storm moving into southern Butler County. It is 600 with these storms moving into Perry County, Bollinger County, and eventually Cape Girardeau County. So I am very concerned about this storm, and this storm. The environment that it is moving into is unbelievably favorable for tornadoes. And yes, we have, as Madeline told you, unfortunately, we've seen lots of damage. And I hope and pray that the fatalities and the injuries stay at zero. That's, I just want to make sure that everybody gets through this night. That's all I care about. I want to make sure that everybody wakes up tomorrow morning. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing what we're doing. All right, that's the wrong button. I want to take a look at the velocity. So south of Fredericktown, there it is, the possible tornado. Now, again, we've got that's what they were talking about. It's almost like we've got two circulations kind of spinning around each other right here. That's what they were looking at. We've got a tight circulation about to cross Highway 67, and then this circulation will wrap around that circulation and hit south of it on 67. Right now, it looks like they're both aloft, but it's tight enough, and what we've already seen with this storm, I want folks on the south side of Fredericktown in their basement. I want people in Marquand in their basement. Along Highway A, from Marquand to Highway 67, you need to be in your safe spot. Basement if you have it. Small interior room if you don't have a basement. Folks along Highway A that comes out of Marquand into Bollinger County, I think it's time to be headed to your safe spot as well. You're not in a warning just yet, but I think you will be. Again, my friends in Bealey, we were talking about, I think 11:26 is what I said. So we're about 18 minutes. It has slowed down a little and it has weakened a little. But for you folks in southern Perry County, northern Bollinger County, and extreme northwestern Cape Girardeau County, around the Bealey community, this rotation is moving your way. Now, as we drop it down, and the tornado is in the purple haze zone of the radar right now, but this is the one that that did some significant damage near Mill Springs, and the Weather Service was mentioning that there is debris up to about 10,000 feet in the atmosphere with this storm. This is to the east of Piedmont. It's crossing Highway 67. I think it's really close to where 34 crosses the St. Francis River. If you know that boat ramp that goes into the northern part of Wapapello, where 34 crosses the St. Francis River, that's where that tornado is. New tornado warning out for that. Now, it is no longer being a confirmed tornado. It is being considered a radar-indicated tornado, but it does go across the rest of Wayne County along Highway 34 into Bollinger County to Marble Hill, those areas, a possible tornado. Again, this was on the ground earlier. It was doing damage and lofting debris, so don't assume that it can't touch down. We're going to see it touch down. Again, the environment is ripe for this to get on the ground. Now, I want to head back down to Doniphan, southeastern Ripley County, because this circulation is pretty scary as well. More than likely, we have a tornado on the ground south and east of Doniphan. Right here is the circulation. And again, Neelyville, we talked about you earlier. It's headed your way. Then it's going to cross Butler County. It should stay just south of Poplar Bluff, but it's going to be close, especially the southern parts of Poplar Bluff. Downtown Poplar Bluff, where you come off of Highway 60 and 67 and you keep going south out of Poplar Bluff, you're going to be in harm's way. So if you live on the south side of Poplar Bluff, I want you in your safe spot. If you live in Culin, I want you headed there now. If you live in Dexter, I want you to make sure you have a good charge on your devices. Get the phone charged, get the iPads charged or the tablets, because this circulation is headed your way. So south and east of Doniphan, more than likely we have a tornado on the ground. We did have earlier, it was confirmed, and right now it's hard to tell. I don't think that's debris. I just think that's a big hail signature. What's the hail marker on that Doniphan storm?
On the Doniphan storm, it's just over an inch.
Just over an inch. So yeah, so we're talking about hail that is, well, just over an inch. So just slightly larger than a quarter if you think about it. So I want to zoom into the areas where this circulates, because we have a heavier population here south of Poplar Bluff. So Highway 53 south of Poplar Bluff, get in your basement if you have it. If you don't have it, put as many walls between you and the outside. Highway 142 south of Poplar Bluff, I want you in your safe spot right now. All those roads around that area, same story. Highway 67 going south out of Poplar Bluff. I think the movie theater is right here. There's a movie theater. I want to say there's a big shopping center right around here. And and I think this is where I saw the movie Twisters, for that, we did that talk about the movie Twisters, and I think that is headed pretty close. It should stay just south of there, but my friends, it is close enough to where I want to make sure that you are in your safe spot. Highway 158, intersection of 67, I need you in your safe spot. Highway V as in Victor. This is south of Poplar Bluff. Highway V as in Victor. I want you in your safe spot. This possible tornado is headed your way right now. Yes, Madeline. Look like
we are getting a report of a funnel cloud west of Naylor. That's what the law enforcement is reporting.
And that would be right there. We've got the donut. You see that? You see the void right there. We've got complete circulation right here south of Doniphan, west of Naylor. A possible tornado right here to the south of 142. So 142 west of Naylor. You need to be in your safe spot right now. So let's pan on out again because we've got numerous storms, and we're going to have numerous storms all night. Again, the Mount Vernon area, Jefferson County, I'm watching you as well. Looks like this activity, hopefully you guys will luck out, but we're starting to see a couple of storms there. We're looking at, you got Cape Girardeau behind me there. You got Perryville. Looking at the, you can see the lightning from Perryville, with the way it's facing, it's picking up the lightning from these storms out here, although that was a big flash. Oh, yeah, there's a storm building up right to the west of Perryville right now. That's a new storm. So we'll see how that handles. And again, Cape Girardeau, we're still a little ways away, but and the way I look at it, I hope for all of our sakes around the Cape Girardeau area, because I don't want anybody to get hit, but I definitely don't want our larger population centers to get hit. And it looks like there could be a void headed right towards Cape Girardeau. So hopefully that's the case. Madeline, I'm going to let you talk for just a bit. I need to take care of my throat here for a second. And,
absolutely, yeah. So let's go over the storms that we currently have warnings for. Once again, we're going to go over just a quick overview. So our warned areas right now, we have a tornado warning in effect until 11:30 for Madison County. This storm was located about 5 miles south of Cobalt, 6 miles south. We just got a new confirmation.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we just got new confirmation over in Ripley County law enforcement. So whenever I just mentioned that funnel cloud that they saw, that is what they're using as that confirmation for that storm over going into Butler County. So over in Ripley County heading into Butler County tonight, we are still seeing that really tight circulation and then heading into the Naylor area. So if you live in this area that is been confirmed as a tornado with that funnel cloud over in Ripley, Missouri.
Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to bring it up.
Oh, please do.
Because they're not putting this in the Paducah chat. They're putting this one in the data feed. I didn't see it in the chat. That tornado warning in Bullinger County has been upgraded to extremely dangerous situation. A tornado over Greenville, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. We've got damaging tornado, radar indicated rotation, and well, they're not saying it. They've changed it to a dangerous tornado. I'm not seeing the report of it, but they changed the warning to a confirmed tornado. See how it turned purple?
It hasn't turned purple on mine yet, so I just saw it turn purple on yours. It's not on mine yet.
So let's zoom in. You keep talking too.
All right.
We can keep us both up. I'm going to just zoom in. You keep talking, please.
So that storm that Grant's talking about, it's over in northwestern Wayne and Cape Girardeau and Bullinger counties. It's moving 45 miles per hour to the northeast. And this is a large and extremely dangerous tornado over Greenville. So again, this particularly dangerous situation. You want to get to your safe spot if you haven't already. Grant is going to go ahead and zoom in. He's showing you where that storm is heading. It just turned purple over there, so that means it is confirmed. And he's going to show you that circulation.
So it's right there. Greenville's right here. There's our circulation. It's moving off to the northeast, so it's going to be headed towards Marble Hill. And they did clip the far southwestern parts of Cape Girardeau County in this warning. So I want to let you know something. Sometimes I don't know what they're doing with the sirens. Sometimes communities, if any part of the county is in a warning, they will start the sirens. But this circulation is not headed towards the city of Cape Girardeau as of right now. More than likely would stay just to the north and west of Jackson, but it'll be close. So we're going to have to continue to watch that closely. And boy, you see all that lightning in Perryville as a storm is building up right over that monument that we have there in where the tower cam is. But Greenville's located right here, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, and we're going to get a couple of roads on here for you. Kind of get an idea of where this tornado is. So you can make out the purple hook right there. There's Greenville. So State Highway E out of Greenville, east of Greenville. You need to be in your safe spot. Highway 34, again, here's that intersection at 34 and 67. The Castor River is going to be getting close to here. Right here's the Castor River. So you folks that live near or around Twin Bridges, the campground, Arrowhead, this is where this is headed. So if you know where that is, you know that this circulation is headed towards the Twin Bridges location. It's headed towards the Arrowhead campground. It's headed towards Grassy, that area. So if you live near Highway Y that comes off of 34, Highway Y goes down into Bollinger County near the Castor River, I need you in your safe spot. This tornado, you see the hook right here, is headed that way. So Twin Bridges is right here. Arrowhead is right here. Y just kind of follows the Castor River down here. So a damaging tornado is headed into eastern Wayne County. It's moved through the Greenville area, and it's about to move into the Bollinger County area, near the Twin Bridges campground, near the Arrowhead campground, and you can go a few miles south of Arrowhead on that State Highway Y that is south of 34. And I know some folks that are probably watching me right now, and you know I'm talking to you. You need to get in your safe spot right now. This tornado is headed your way as we speak. It's just east of Greenville. Just east of Greenville. And it is, what was the speed they tracked this?
For the Greenville storm?
Yes, ma'am.
It is going at, give me 1 second. It looks like they are downgrading it to a radar instead of a confirmed on that storm. So I'm going to go over to this other one. This one's moving at 45 miles per hour.
45 miles per hour. We're getting a lot of thunder here in the studio. We got a storm building up right over the station. You can see it right here. So it's obviously building up rapidly because we just had some thunder that I could, yep, you see the lightning there on the tower cam.
There it is.
So we've got the storm, if you're working the tower cam, it is south of the city. It is just south of the city. So you kind of go to the bridge, and just to the right of the bridge is where most of the lightning would be. So there you go. There's the bridge. Now pan up just a bit. And so we should start getting a lot of lightning here shortly, right in that kind of vicinity, because that's where that storm is right there. Okay, we've got a new tornado warning also that does include Poplar Bluff now. So basically all of Butler County is under that tornado warning. We've gone with a severe thunderstorm warning for Perryville, the Beeley area. That rotation continues to weekends, thankfully. And again, like I said earlier, I think this Greenville storm is stealing a little bit of the energy. They're competing right now for that energy. So we're going with a severe thunderstorm warning as we speak. So let's pan on out, take a look at the whole thing. And the good news, it's not even hatched, so it's not a tornado possible right now. So we're going to be talking about quarter-size hail and 60 to 70 mile per hour winds with that storm that's going into Perry County. But look at all the tornado warnings we have. Again, we have a tornado confirmed with this storm, a tornado confirmed with this storm near Poplar Bluff. And I want to take a look at the new warning for the Poplar Bluff area. Again, we've just got so many warnings right now. It's just, almost hard to keep up with everything, how fast these are developing. So around Poplar Bluff, we've got, looks like this storm is kind of moving right into that area. It's almost like it shifted to the north just a bit because it was headed more towards Neelyville. It's going to the northern side of Neelyville now. We'll zoom in a little bit more. Right? I guess it's just east of Doniphan on Highway 160. Let's scope and see where this is. Let's see here. Again, this is headed towards the Poplar Bluff area. Yeah, it just, the whole rotation changed. Everything changed. So it's much further north. This is headed right into Poplar Bluff. Poplar Bluff, you need to be in your shelter right now. That is a strong signature of a tornado that is headed towards the Poplar Bluff area as we speak. So Poplar Bluff, a tornado is headed into the town of Poplar Bluff, the main area. You could see it right here. It's moving off to the north and east. I'm not sure. Madeline, I don't know if you can get a speed on that. I could too. Let me see. I can bring it up here real quick as I want to see what they did. They've got the data feed. I'm trying to find it. We've got
looks like 40 miles per hour.
So many warnings. Butler and Ripley County, tornado for eastern and central Butler County. A large and extremely dangerous tornado was near Oxley or near Doniphan, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. This is a damaging tornado, and it should be in the Poplar Bluff area. They say about 11:25. Well, it's going to take a little longer to get there. You can see it's moving. You can see because it's right here, and I can see it's 11:24 right now. But it's going to be headed towards Poplar Bluff, and I need Poplar Bluff to be getting in their safe spot. You're probably going to get a lot of rain, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, hail, and then it's going to calm down for a second, and then bam, the tornado hits. Because that's the way these things are with the rotation. And that is a strong indication of rotation. Let's see if we've got, let's see if we got any hints of debris. Thankfully, we don't have any hints of debris on it right now. Man, there is a lot of hail in that. There is a lot of, is there a hail marker on it? Because the CC is really causing some hail.
Just about an inch is what
Just
we're
about
seeing.
an inch. So, all right, so we've got a tornado near 160. It's pouring down rain here at the studio now, as we can hear. I want to see. It looked like, did we get another tornado warning? I think we did. Yep, Perryville, Beeley. It is not purple, so there's some good news. But we've got a tornado warning now. Again, this is for the Beeley area, for Perryville, for Cedricville in northern Bollinger County. It's moving off to the northeast at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. It does appear as though these storms have slowed down just a bit.
Yeah, this one's moving about 40 miles per hour now.
So yeah, that's not really helping me out. Did you switch it up? Is Max 1 still in front of you?
Max 1 is still in front of me.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to come over there next to you. Madeline, I want you to start talking about some of the warnings because I want to change the speed in the computer so when I track it, I can we can get a little better,
I get you.
what the speed is.
Yep. So basically, we do have this new warning. This is a red warning as opposed to those confirmed purple warnings that we've been seeing tonight. So this one is for western Jackson County over in southern Illinois, parts of northeastern Bollinger County and southeastern Missouri, Perry County and southeastern Missouri, northwestern Cape Girardeau County, and that's over in Missouri as well. So this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Alliance, which is about 14 miles east of Fredericktown. It's moving about 40 miles per hour, and we're also seeing about quarter-sized hail mixed in there as well. So if you live in these areas, these are not marked with that particularly dangerous tornado that we've been seeing on the rest of our warnings we've had tonight. But still, good idea to get to your safe spot if you haven't already over in the Perryville area. If you get into parts of Jackson County, you want to get into your safe spot as well. This warning is going to be in effect until 12:15 a.m. So we've been saying it's going to get closer to the Mississippi River around midnight tonight. So we're going to finally start to see getting over into that area. So that's what our timing was showing earlier. It's exactly what we're seeing right now. So again, there's that tornado warning. It is a radar indicated tornado warning. So it's in that red. That's why it's red as opposed to the purple we've been seeing with the rest of our tornado warnings over near the Poplar Bluff area and in the Wayne County areas as well. So, Grant, you ready to take over?
I am, thanks. I was just wanting to do some analyzing, and I'm curious. There's a lot of purple on here, a lot of purple with black slashes, and that usually means dangerous situation, tornado confirmed. Some of these purples are not. We've got a lot of radar indicated tornadoes now, but we've got numerous tornado warnings and we have had significant damage. So we want to continue to watch these closely. But our biggest concern right now, not only the Perryville area, but this storm that is moving into the Poplar Bluff area right now. Because on radar, that looked like a very tight circulation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom into the Perryville area, and then we're going to pan down and we're going to take a look at every one of these storms. Again, we have numerous tornado warnings right now. So we're not forgetting anybody. We're just going up and down right now of what we're seeing. So here's our possible tornado that is going to the south of Perryville right now. And we're going to scope it to see where this possible tornado is. And again, it's, oh wow, that is a very tight circulation. That is north of Cedricville. It's near the intersection of 72 and 51. 72 and 51. It's crossing 51 right now, just north of 72, and it's coming into the Perryville area. Beeley, you folks in Beeley, this circulation is headed right towards you. This is a very tight circulation right here, moving into southern Perry County, and it's going to be going right into, right near, at least by my bet, what I'm seeing, I would say where the church is in Beeley, this circulation is headed right there. So I know a lot of folks there watch me. Yes, I'm talking to you. Get in your safe spot. Get in your basement right now. That is a very tight circulation that is in northern Bollinger County, and it's in parts of southern Perry County. I think Schulmer Springs is located right about here. That is where this tornado is moving. I want to see if we have any debris with it. No debris signature just yet, but that, my friends, is a very tight circulation that we see there in northern Bollinger County, right on the Bollinger County, Perry County line. A very tight circulation. So I would have a hard time believing we don't have a tornado forming right now. And again, it is crossing Highway 51 at the Perry-Bollinger County line, and that is going to be moving right into the Beeley community, more than likely between Beeley and Perryville, where the I think if you live in the Beeleyville area, you know, I told you where the church is, the Buckeyes headquarters, that's where this is headed, my friend. So if you live around that area, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Get below ground if you have a basement. If you don't have a basement, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible by getting in that center interior room. Again, a very tight circulation headed right across Highway 51 in northern Bollinger County and southern Perry County. And again, that circulation is headed right towards the Beeley community, and it'll go right near exit 123. It'll probably cross the interstate between exit 123 and 129. So if you have plans right now to leave and get on the interstate, do not do that. Do not do that. Stay in your safe spot, as this is a significant possible tornado. Now we've got the other tornado that's moving in towards the Marble Hill area. This one did cause some damage near Mills Spring earlier. There's the rotation. It is much weaker, but it is still there. So Marble Hill, I want you in your safe spot as well. If you live around Marble Hill, I want you in your safe spot. Madeline, you've got some information.
We've got two reports. First off, we're getting gumball-sized hail over in Bollinger County. That's from Emergency Management. And we also have reports of a rain-wrapped tornado between like 160 south of Poplar Bluff. Okay,
that's where I was headed next, because this was a very strong circulation here as well, headed into the Poplar Bluff area. So we've got this storm has been concerning me, as you know, for quite some time. And so you said across 160 south of the Poplar Bluff, rain-wrapped tornado right here, moving into Poplar Bluff. So again, we mentioned that earlier, Poplar Bluff, I need you in your safe spot. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, or get in your basement. We have a tornado that has just crossed Highway 60. It's being reported as a rain-wrapped tornado. It makes sense look at all this purple right here. That's heavy rain and hail. Is there a hail marker on this storm west of near Poplar Bluff?
Yeah, it's about just over about 1.25 inches. So that's what we're looking at.
So we're looking at $half size hail falling, heavy rainfall, and a tornado that may be wrapped in all of that. So again, very dangerous situation moving into Poplar Bluff. Poplar Bluff, I need you in your safe spot, or if you live anywhere around the Poplar Bluff area. Now, as we pan down to the south, we've got a couple of more storms that we're watching closely. We've got one near Walnut Ridge in Pocahontas with a tornado, and that's going to be moving into the Malden area of Dunkling County at its current pace. So we've got a couple of more tornadoes that we're going to be concerned with. So let's zoom on out, get a look at everything out there right now, because we have a tornado moving in towards the Perryville area. We've got a tornado possibly near the Marble Hill area. And we've got a tornado moving into Poplar Bluff. And we've got another tornado that we're going to be watching that's going to be headed towards the Malden area. So, again, a very, very busy night ahead. It's just after 11:30, and you can see the storms have not reached the Mississippi River yet. So, let us go ahead and take a look at that storm that I was concerned with near Beeley, because it was extremely tight, that circulation, as it was crossing Highway 51 right now. So we've got a possible tornado right here. Let's see, we're going to scope this, see if it's still looking as intense as it was. And that looks a little old. It should be east of 51 now, but you can see it's right here, and it's going to be moving off to the northeast. So Beeley kind of takes up 3 counties, basically. There's a lot of homes in this area. Freedom's off to the south and east. This circulation is going to be close to there, but it should just miss it. This should stay north of Apple Creek. So if you know where the Apple Creek Winery is, this storm should stay, this circulation, I should say, should go north of the Apple Creek Winery, and more than likely stay north of Old Appleton there in northern Cape Girardeau County. But again, we've got a tight circulation crossing Highway 51. More than likely, it's located right here now, is what I'm going to think. So it's going to be right next to the, I think it's Shomer Springs. It's located right there, basically near the corner of Boulder County, Cape Girardeau County, and Perry County. Very tight circulation, likelihood of a tornado, and as it continues to move off to the north and east, we're still not really seeing anything that would be concerning of debris, which is definitely some good news, but that, of course, could change. Now, I'm going to zoom out just a bit, because the velocity data looked a little old on Paducah, so I want to see if I can get it to change to St. Louis and scope it from St. Louis. And there we go. So let's scope this from St. Louis. We've changed radar sites, and it's very, very noisy, very noisy. It's hard to tell. It's got a lot of false returns. That's what all the purple is there. So it's a very, very sheared environment that we're seeing across the area right now. Madeline, you got anything else? Any reports coming in?
So we've gotten some reports. This is going to be a little off topic, but we still have those really strong winds out over in southern Illinois ahead of the storms. We've gotten some reports of just wind damage over in those areas. We've gotten reports of a tree through a house over in Cesar, Illinois. So that's even before they see their storms over in that area.
That was just from gradient winds,
just
right?
From gradient winds.
We're not seeing any storms there.
Right. So we're still, that's what we got so far. We haven't had any other reports other than that hail that we saw, that gumball-sized hail over in Bollinger County. That's from the emergency management over there. And it looks like we're still seeing about 1-inch size hail over in that Perry County storm, the one over in Bollinger County, and the one over in Butler County as well.
All righty. So again, what's happening right now is usually when we see the purple with the black lines, that means that confirmed tornadoes. Not all of these are coming back. We're having some issues with the with our weather vendor getting the proper warnings to it. Now we're getting the warnings. We're just getting the, because you don't have a lot of purple on the GR, do you?
No. It looks almost the same as
right. So again, most of these now are radar indicated, although we did get a report in Poplar Bluff, right, of that tornado west of Poplar Bluff crossing Highway 160.
Yes.
And I think we've got a tower cam from MoDOT, and I think that's, talk to my ear, is that the lightning, is that a Poplar Bluff tower cam? If anybody can talk to me in my ear.
Yes, that is it.
Okay, that's Bluff, all right. Well, let's take a look at the circulation that's headed into Bluff, see if it's weakened or if it's gotten stronger. Again, Bluff, we've talked about, you need to be in your safe spot. We've got a possible tornado, like it was rain wrapped as it crossed Highway 160 just west of Poplar Bluff. And it looks like the traffic is moving okay, a little slow, which I would expect with, I'm sure there's some pretty strong winds. Do we know, Jeff, do you know if you can find out where that, well, it's gone now. I don't know where that camera was. They know where that, well, it's gone now. If they break it back up. I'm just kind of curious because it was Perryville. It was MoDOT Perryville. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So you guys are looking for Poplar Bluff, I think, right now. That's fantastic. Yep. So tornadoes moving into the west side of Poplar Bluff right now. Highway 67, you know where 60 and 67 split off? That's where the tornado is right now. It's moving into the downtown area of Poplar Bluff. It looks like they issued a new tornado warning. What's the warning say, Madeline?
So this is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado over Poplar Bluff, and it's moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So it's moving a little bit faster.
So confirmed tornado now in Poplar Bluff. So Poplar Bluff, again, I need you in your safe spot. We've got a confirmed tornado moving through the Poplar Bluff area, moving off to the north and east at 60 miles per hour. I want to zoom out because I'm going to give a couple of other communities a little heads up, your first alert. Remember I talked to you, Dexter, a little while ago? We've got a new tornado warning. I'll check that out in just a second. Was that a new tornado warning come from Neelyville?
That's the one that just goes over Dexter. So that popped up.
No, there's another one that just popped up.
Oh, there's another one that
just popped up. Here, I'll expand out and see. I think it's southeastern Butler County.
They're all kind
of...
No,
did they go with a confirmed tornado in the Beasley area in Perry and northern Cape Girardeau County?
Yes, they did.
Okay, what do they got? Because that was my scariest rotation. That looked really bad. So let's get back to it. Read that off for me, would you please?
All right, so this one is looking like a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado located near Marble Hill, moving at 55 miles per hour. So this is looking like a particularly dangerous situation, and it's going until about 12:30 a.m. So we're going to be with this one for a little while.
Okay, so this one's going to go on the north side of Jackson. This is going to go through Scopus. This is going to go across 72. If you know where Hartle's Ford is, that's where this is headed. If you know where Oak Ridge is, this is headed towards Oak Ridge. This is headed towards Pocahontas. If you know where the bayou is, I know there's a lot of communities out there that go to the bayou homes. That's where this tornado is headed based on the current speed. So this rotation is near Marble Hill, and they said it was confirmed?
Yes. They did say it was confirmed.
All righty. So let's kind of take a look. I want to see exactly where this is because I'm still concerned about the circulation going into Beasley as well. All my folks in Beasley, I need you in your safe spot right now. Yep, there's, wow, that is a tight rotation. Just, there it is, just to the northwest of Marble Hill. You can see that little hook. There it is, a tornado looking, again, the spin in the atmosphere is just unbelievable today. I was just analyzing again, and oh, wow, look at that, debris. We got a debris ball. We got a debris signature right there. So that's the confirmed tornado. It is definitely on the ground between Marquand and Marble Hill. We have a tornado on the ground in Bollinger County, just to the north of Marble Hill. So let's zoom in a little more and get an idea of where this is, because it's crossing Highway 31 right now. Highway 31 right now. So Glen Allen, this is just to your north. Thankfully. This is the tornado right here. Right here is the tornado. I'll put the debris, I'll show you the debris as well. See the debris signature right there. See that drop? That is debris. It matches right up. Look at that tight tornado. Scopus, this is headed towards you. So Highway B, where it crosses the Whitewater River, this is headed your way right now. Tornado is on the ground doing damage north of Glen Allen. It's going to move north of Marble Hill across Highway 51. It's going to be crossing over the little Whitewater River in Scopus as well. Looks like I've got another tornado warning. I do want to check out on Beeley because that storm that was going south of Perryville looked pretty rough. So I'm going to pan on out. And if you get any reports of any damage, anybody, just shout them out to me. Don't worry about interrupting me. I want to get the information.
We've got reports of multiple people trapped over in Butler County right now.
I hate hearing that. Is that in the Poplar Bluff area?
We got a report of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at our storm that was headed towards Beeley. And that circulation has weakened just a bit. Let me see which. Let me make sure I want to get up. Make sure I'm on the. I'm on the Paducah site. I'm on the Paducah site. So this storm that showed a very tight circulation is now we've got a pretty good circulation in Perryville, but that's more of a damaging wind signature moving right through downtown Perryville, unfortunately. So you're probably going to be losing some power with that here shortly, as winds will probably gust very, very high. So we've got tornado warnings out in Perryville, tornado warning out for northern Cape Girardeau County. That is with the storm that we just showed you, the debris ball that is tornado on the ground just north of Marble Hill. We've got a tornado on the ground in Poplar Bluff that has done some damage. It's moving towards the Dexter area. We've got a tornado on the ground possibly moving into the Neelyville area. And we've got a tornado on the ground in Pocahontas in Arkansas that's going to be moving into the Boot Hill here shortly. The current time right now is 11:45. Well, almost 11:45. It's 11:44. And the storms are now just about to get to the Mississippi River. So we still have the possibility of another 2 to 3 hours of tornado coverage tonight to just keep you up to date. Now, I want to give you some good news. Reynolds County, storms are over. You're in the clear for the night. For you folks that watch us in Annapolis, you're in the clear tonight. You can go to bed. Folks in Carter County, you're in the clear tonight. The storms are east of you. And it looks like Ripley County, I'm thinking you're out of it as well. Yep, the storms are out of Ripley County. We're not expecting anything to develop behind it. These are all forming on a dry line. And again, the dry line is separating that rich, moist air out ahead of it with dry air behind it. And storms don't like dry air. So I'm not expecting any storms to form behind this broken line that we see right now. For you folks in Southern Illinois, it's time to start making sure you got a place to go. Where are you going to go if a tornado warning's issued? It's time to start getting a charge on your devices. Get the phone plugged in. Get the tablet plugged in, because this is all headed your way. Same story for the Boot Hill. This is headed your way. You need to be getting some charges on your devices, northwestern Tennessee and western Kentucky. The good news, if I can find a silver lining to this, when I analyze the atmosphere, the instability really drops off and the shear begins to drop off the farther east you go. Now, I mentioned storm relative helicity, and I'm getting a little scientific here because I was communicating with Madeline. It has gone higher. It is now 700 to 800. Normal tornado activity is around 250. It is now between 700 and 800. So these storms are not going to die off anytime soon. They are going to continue. Madeline, you got any more updates? She's getting her turned on.
Turn my mic back on. We have reports of pea-sized hail over in Bollinger County as well, so we're getting more reports of hail.
All right, so we're getting some hail. Thankfully, we haven't had any reports of the baseball-sized hail. The atmosphere was hinting that we would be seeing some baseball-sized hail. We did get one warning that had 2-inch diameter hail, which is just shy of a tennis ball. But we've got a possible tornado east of Perryville right now. This is our tornado that was on the ground. It's now in eastern Bollinger County. Let me go ahead and scope both of these storms. Beeley, it looks like the tornado circulation is now just off to your east, although the storm is, you're getting some nasty winds that's for sure. And this is tightening up east of Perryville, east of 61, headed towards eastern Perry County. That's going to be crossing into northwestern Jackson County in Illinois. Possible tornado could form with that. Still looks more like a very high wind indicator than a tight circulation, but it's close enough and it could tighten up, and we do have a tornado warning out for that. The tornado is right here that we saw earlier. Let's see if we still have any debris with it. Yes, boy, we do. It's still on the ground, and it's headed towards Oak Ridge.